My name is Adrina Malayeri from Hakim International School, and today I'm going to be talking about the right way to govern humanity using AI. So the reason I suggested this idea in the first place is because we have many problems facing our society today due to human governance, and this idea can help change that. Starting off with the four main problems of our society. There are many problems facing our society today, including but not limited to economic inequality, political instability, environmental crisis, and lack of access to quality education and healthcare. Starting off with economic inequality. Economic inequality refers to the gap between the rich and the poor, which in many societies around the world are growing, with a small percentage of people holding a large majority of the wealth and resources. Basically saying that the rich keep getting richer while the poor descend deeper into poverty. These economic disparities can be attributed to several factors, such as globalization and technological advancement, income prioritization, wealth concentration, tax policies and government spending, demographic and educational factors, and racial and gender biases. Next off is political instability. Political instability refers to conditions where a nation state experiences turmoil, disorder, and uncertainty within its political system. This phenomenon often manifests through various forms of upheaval, including corruption, authoritarianism, conflict, and human rights violation. Next is the environmental crisis, a world drowning in waste. The contemporary environmental crisis is a multifaceted issue consisting of three primary domains of concerns: climate change, deforestation, and pollution. These interconnected challenges can pose significant threats to global sustainability and human well-being. Something that people need to acknowledge in our society is that we need the planet to survive. The planet can survive without us, but we can't survive without the planet. Statistics show that by 2029, the climate changes will become permanent and irreversible. So we need to act now as a group. And last but not least, the lack of healthcare and education access. A lack of healthcare can cause devastating impacts, such as imposing heavy financial burdens on families, causing preventable deaths and suffering, and even worsening social inequality between groups. Addressing this crisis is vital for individual welfare and overall societal progress. And the lack of access to quality education is another critical global issue, with effects such as limited ability to participate fully in civil and political life, and weakened human capital and economic competitiveness at a national level. So what can we do to change that? And how can AI help? Let's talk about the 7 factors. Introduction to the complexities of governance beyond a single leader, navigating the nuance of governance, critique of traditional human governance, the fallibility of human leadership, speculative idea, an emotionless belief-free leader, a data-driven alternative, a theoretical consideration, key components of the proposed AI system, building blocks for effective AI governance, future viability and stakeholder collaborations, seizing opportunities through interdisciplinary efforts, and last but not least, conclusion and call action, embracing a new paradigm in governance. Introduction to the complexities of governance. Governance is the act of directing and controlling a group or organization. At its core, effective governance involves making difficult decisions and steering towards shared goals. While traditional human centrics are well-intentioned, they face many limitations, such as irrationality and struggles of short-term thinking under pressure. Critique of traditional humans. While humans possess remarkable capabilities, we also exhibit flaws and shortcomings. Some include inequality and inequity, violence and conflict, environmental degradation, mental health issues, and biases and prejudice. When we talk about violence and conflict, I'm not talking about being mugged casually on the streets. I'm talking about more serious problems, such as destructive wars, genocide, injustice, sexual violence, domestic violence, and even as far as human trafficking, which happen more often between individuals than you think. Speculative idea. An emotionless belief-free leader. What if I were to tell you that instead of human flaws, there was a system controlling humanity, leading society towards a better life because it does not have emotions clouding its judgment. It's completely driven by data and analysis. Key aspects of such an AI-guided governance model include rational decision-making, evidence-based policy, multi-domain optimization, moral code and ethical guidelines, and comprehensive data collection and analysis. The future viability and successful implementations of an AI-guided governance system hinge upon several critical factors, such as advancing AI capability and interdisciplinary collaboration, harnessing AI for public good, and navigating ethical and regulatory landscapes. Together, I am sure we can make a difference in making our world a better place to live. I'd like to thank the ISCTALK community and Ms. Mulrackner for giving me this opportunity to be able to stand here on the stage with you today. Thank you all for listening.